everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Dalton's Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line with the Houston Texans. On first down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Watson. Finding some room at midfield. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. There's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Got to be careful here. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And look out, I think he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Only Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. And now out comes Houston. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest. You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. To throw on second is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth. That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there. No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken the lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown. He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there. Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you? At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game. It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. 2nd down, Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen? I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate. Now Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they're operating in the red zone. So Dalton now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by HOU. And a big turnover there as his guys. And tough starting field position here. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go.
From his goal line here, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
If Joe Mixon plays up to his potential, Cincinnati got a draft steal getting him in the 2nd round.
Strong runner. He's built like a rock, 230 pounds.
Yeah, and he moves like a little guy. All right, he's one of those players that you can use in any situation. Short yardage runner. Heck, you want to get him to the perimeter. He can take off and beat you with his speed and definitely catches the ball at the backfield.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. A.J. Green last year, a career low in yardage of his 6 NFL seasons. It was the first one he didn't post 1,000 yards.
I was there against Buffalo when he pulled a hamstring early in the game and missed the rest of the season. So that's why the numbers were down. A healthy A.J. Green, we know what we're going to get. Big-time production.
Now a play fake here on first down. And caught right side, Green. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You think about the great tandems that we've had this decade in the NFL. Think about Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Brady, and Gronk. But look, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, they have to rank in there, don't they?
Yeah, and 2 guys that came from the same draft class.
A.J. Green in the 1st round, Andy Dalton in the 2nd round. And what they've meant to the Cincinnati Bengals franchise has been everything. A lot of playoff appearances.
Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Passing, it's Dalton. catch left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Shot here for Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Watson now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's Watson, option left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. A first down carry now for Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still I think Coach Bill O'Brien, he might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Here we go. 1-9.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson on first down. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. The throw is Watson. Throwing again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Chris Baker forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now they run with Mixon.
Wrap up.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Pass across the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So it can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Shreds it, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DJ Reader coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally. didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Watson. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Counter, it's Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Foreman. He can't bring him down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Bernard looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Dalton. And able to find Green. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ. Andy Dalton to AJ Green. Such a tough cover. And they are proving it here in this one. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back now in Cincinnati. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Dalton. And he's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Dalton throwing on second down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd and goal to go now. Here's Bernard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Watson now going to run the option right. He can run for it, and he will. Sheds off the tackle. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on second and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go!
A carry for Foreman. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Fresh set of downs here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the D looking like they may blitz. On first down, it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Here we go!
He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Watson! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run with Foreman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now a first down following that long gain. Back to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Red zone opportunity. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Bengals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. So now Dalton. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Let's go.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Texans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.